morning, afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Had my first coffee. See, I barely took a sip of it yet. I took my doggies out. I just want to come on here and talk for a minute today. I just wanted to talk about certain things. Um, when I meet people in real life, when I tell you about what I do and stuff like that, this is for people I meet in real life. Like this is for people in real life that I meet people in real life. If you like me, you'll like my channels. If you don't like my channels, you won't like me. So if you say you're not interested in watching YouTube, watching my channels, but you want to hang out with me, that's probably not going to work because that's me. On YouTube here is I'm being real. I'm real. This is my real personality and everything like that. So for the people that don't want to hang out with me on my YouTube channel or come see me on my YouTube channel or watch my YouTube channel, but they want to take my time every day, I don't want that. Mm-mm. Because this is my this is what I'm working on. This is my journey. And so if you don't like me on YouTube, you won't like me in real life. And if you like me in real life, then you'll like me on YouTube. So, you know what I mean? So, if you want to know me in real life, you better start watching my YouTube channels. To the people that want to be my friends and stuff. I don't vibe with people that don't vibe with me. And if you don't vibe with me online, I don't vibe with you offline. Like, that's how it is. Like, people that don't vibe with me online, they keep wanting to take my time offline. That's called sabotaging. And I'm gonna finally speak about it. So the reason I seclude myself a lot and stay away from people is because of that. Because we don't have nothing in common if you just want to be around my energy and not support my channel if you like what I do. Like, that's just energy robbing. Just saying. I don't want to talk about that today. I just want to talk a little bit about that. How, like, some people, they just want all your time, but they don't support anything you're doing. That reminds me of my ex-husbands. You know what I mean? They want all your time, but they don't support what you're doing. So that's why I'm here to say this today. So for people that want to hang out with me on my YouTube channel too. If you're around me, if my area, like, don't just come and bug me, like, and when I'm doing live, like, especially when that's what bothers me too. When I'm going live, that's when people are calling me, texting me, and that's not being supportive. That's being destructive to someone. That's being sabotaging to someone. And then, you know, I don't know who else it's been happening to, but it happens to me. And when you have a YouTube channel and people don't, and you really care about your YouTube channel, really care about what you do and share with others, and you really care about that, and people just don't think you should do that. You should just give all your time to them. So, taking my time back. I haven't even read my I haven't even read my angel cards today because this is just a very strong message that I needed to bring out to people, and it's just what I'm doing on my real channel. I'm doing it on my real channel because, I come on here without makeup. I come on here as a real person to you guys. I'm not acting. So if the people that like me in real life, they better start coming on here because, like, I'm being pulled. Like, you know what I mean? That's what it feels like when people are not supportive and they need your energy. After a while, it feels like you're being pulled away from what your highest good is, what you're meant to do. So that bothers me. It bothers me. If people have good intentions, they shouldn't do that. They should support somebody for what they're doing too, if you're going to be in their life. So that's just for people in my real life, you know what I mean? And people in real life that meet me and are in my energy and get to be in my energy. Because, when they make you feel like what you're doing is not important, that kind of pulls your energy back down, and it stops you from doing what you're really meant to do. You know what I mean? So let me see what y'all saying. Hey Roger. Hey Martin. Hey, welcome everybody. So yeah, and that's it's people I care about too. Like people I care about, like family, friends. It's people like that. That the reason I came on YouTube is because I felt like I didn't feel like I I vibe with a lot of people. So I'm finding my tribe on YouTube. And for the people in my real life that want to tribe and vibe with me, they got to kind of tribe and vibe with me on here too. You know what I mean? So, having a smoke. And that's another thing. I'm trying to quit. So I need that emotional support to quit because that's what I need. And I need the emotional support for me to be able to quit cigarettes. I want to quit cigarettes. And guys, I'm raw today. I haven't even had. I'm raw me. Like I am. I'm raw me. I haven't even had a joint yet. The Son of God, Jesus Christ. I can't say the Messiah of love loves you all, save you. Oh, I know Jesus loves me. I know that. But I'm just talking about human beings. You know, people in my life. People that want to be in my physical life, but they don't support my YouTube channel. And they don't support me here. But I'm being real here. And then people say, oh, be real there. You know, that's what I've heard people say to other people. You know what I mean? I suggested that. Well, I'm being real. I'm being real, as freaking real as you are if you were hanging out with me having coffee right here. You know what I mean? Or we were talking outside or whatever. I'm the same on here. I don't sit here and make up myself up and, you know, do all these things. I don't do all these things before I come on. I get dressed, make sure I'm comfortable in my clothes, like, you know, and then I go. Like, as long as my body's comfortable, I'm good. So if my body, like, and I watch Empress T. She's another spiritual light worker I watch, and she's a young lady, and she's very young, and but she's my zodiac sign, my zodiac sun sign. So we do really vibe with each other. I do really understand her messages. I listen to her, and you know, like guys, I was talking about like my face up breaking out, like right here, right here. Well, that's like that is that is like the end of the like the spiritual conflict. The spiritual conflict. I will say spiritual conflict with people, with situations, and all that. So, you know, our body will tell us. Our body will tell us when we are not doing the right thing for it. Where's the weed at? Well, I got some shit weed right now, and I don't. I'm upgrading. My spirit has upgraded, and I need better stuff. You know what I mean? Stuff that actually goes down smoothly and tastes good and smells good and gives you a nice, relaxing, calm, gentle buzz. You know what I mean? That's what I like. I don't like to be fucked up. I just like to be, you know, calm, so I can speak. I mean, I have a very hyper personality, so when I smoke some indica, it calms my words down a little bit. When I get all excited and I want to say a lot of things, and then I say them too fast and I can't remember them all. Or if I say it too slow, I can't remember it all. But if I smoke my weed, I can remember everything I'm going to say. But I don't have to say it fast. Anyways, guys, I did. Happy Friday. I thought today was Thursday, but it's Friday. Happy Friday. I said I was going to hang out more outside and stuff on the weekend and with people and just chilling with people outside. But it's Friday, and I think I'm going to do a love reading for all the signs, like, you know, seeing what your love energy is, you know, this weekend and stuff. Hey, Maria G. Hi. Row. Happy Friday. Yeah, that's Happy Friday. I do have a little bit left, but it's not the best, and yeah. Yeah, I just finished smoking. That was actually a little bit upgraded. I upgraded a little bit in the weed. The last weed I got Kush cookies. I got myself some Kush cookies, and this one here was 20. What was it? 20. I think 20. Where is it? It doesn't show me. In the 20s anyway. The THC 20. In the 20s anyway, like 23 or something like that. But yeah, I don't know if I want to roll one of these. And my friend in the building, she smokes sativa, and sativa they'll just hype me up more. You know, I don't want to be hyped up more. So it gives me a lot of, it gives me like flutters too. Like it makes me like it makes me anxiety. Gives me anxiety. So like sativa gives me anxiety. I have to smoke indica, and that's why I like to go to the store, because the store you can pick the right one, right? You know what I mean? I do want to quit smoking cigarettes though. It's a nasty, nasty thing. Let's see. Let's roll a joint out of this. Ah. And I think this is probably sativa, because the lady that I got this from, she traded me something. You know, we trade. Um, but I think it's sativa, because she smokes sativa. I smoke indica. We're the opposites. You gave up tobacco? Good stuff. You just smoke the pipe? Weed in the pipe? Or do you smoke cigarette? Do you smoke tobacco on the pipe? Or you give up tobacco all the way? I wish my son would give up tobacco, because his lungs are not doing well with that. Like he literally hacks every day for a long time. Like not just quick and done. Like he hacks a lot. I was like that in my teenage years. Like I smoked cigarettes since I was 9. Okay, so that's just crazy. That's just craziness, right? But that was secretly. Like our parents didn't know. Obviously, we weren't allowed. That was secretly. We were very secret kids. Like we knew how to get away with stuff. Okay. Sometimes being so smart when you're young is not the best for you, because um, knowing a lot of things is not the best for you. Having all that knowledge when you're young is not that best for you. Having a lot of knowledge. I was born with a lot of knowledge, not wisdom. No, no. The wisdom comes after. It's like when we don't start doing things right, and we don't make the mistakes anymore. That's wisdom, okay? That's being guided by wisdom. If we're guided by our knowledge as we think, okay, knowledge will get us in trouble. If we don't have the wisdom about that knowledge that we have, no good. No good. Because, a lot of kids are born with a lot of knowledge, and they don't know what to do with it, because they just have the ideas, they have the thoughts, but they don't know how to make things happen, right? So that's what we're here on earth to do, is learn to become wise, not just knowledgeable. Knowledgeable is good to be, but wise is better. That's why old people and young people work really well together. Like as a working situation, old people and young people work really well together, because they can benefit from each other. Okay, so the old person may have forgot some of the knowledge that they had, right, when they get older, right? And the young person has all the knowledge that you need, but the old person has the wisdom. So you put the two together, and One person has the wisdom, the other person has the knowledge, right? They can work together. What do you think? I heard something like that the other day, that that's why it's beneficial to be around older and younger people and learn from each other, and in situations like just learn life. That's why we have kids, I think. That's why some of us have kids, right? Because as we get older and we learn our wisdom, our kids will have the knowledge. And you put the two together and then make shit happen. Make shit happen. I've had a lot of knowledge since I was very, 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 very young. And then I was watching yesterday about reincarnation. And I was watching a video about reincarnation. And it literally gave me chills because I felt like that little baby. Like, she was looking at her, she had never seen her grandma before, but everybody had that feeling like she was reincarnated. Like, things she was doing. She was reincarnated as the grandmother, right? And the little baby was like a year old. And the baby was touching the picture, and then she was touching her face. She was like, that's me. And then she was like, that's me. And that's how I felt when I was young. Like, I literally felt like I was my grandma. I never saw a picture of her that I remember, but I remember seeing her, not her, but seeing her place on earth in heaven. Like, I seen my grandparents' house in heaven. And I was born when she died. Like, I was born like a couple months after she died. Like, my mom was pregnant with me when my grandma died. When my grandma was on her deathbed. My grandma used to talk to me all the time. So I've always felt like I was like reincarnated. Like, I had wisdom beyond my ages. Like, I had knowledge beyond my ages, and then I had wisdom beyond my ages. And I could never understand it, and that's why I have a hard time finding people that I can vibe with, because people my age, most of the people my age, they are on the right, like they are on their regular path, like, regular first life path. Like, you know, it's hard for me to get along with people that have never been here before, like, that have a hard time understanding or even learning. Anyways, if reincarnation is boring to you, it's not boring to me, because I have tried to figure that out for my whole life, and my mom confirmed it to me by saying these things, what she told me, like, when I was 40, you know what I mean? And I always felt like when nobody else was there for me, like my grandma was, like, literally, like, like, I was embodying her, like, she would, like, guide me. I must be on my 100%, 100th path. Itchy nose, kiss a fool. Yeah, I get along with different people, you know what I mean? Different, like, totally different people. Like, unique people. I get along with unique people, different. They're different than everybody else. They're not trying to be someone else. They're not trying to be like someone else. Like, they're okay with who they are. Like, that's the kind of people I like to get along with. I like to get along with, because every day we figure out more about ourselves when we allow ourselves to be who we are meant to be, not who we think we're supposed to be. So let's light this joint and find out if it's gonna do anything. But yeah, if, like, I'm gonna come on, and if Truth Warrior comes on, this is the new deck that she got me, and so I'm gonna read, give her the first message from the deck, and then I'm gonna maybe do like a collective reading with that deck. It's a spirit card deck, and it's really good. It's really nice. I did do the review on it already, but yeah, I should show you guys. I should show you guys what I've packed up my crafts and stuff. I should put them out this weekend. I should put up a table outside this weekend with all my crafts and my jewelry and stuff. Hey Ava, nice to see you. So these are the beautiful Beautiful cards that I got. Where are some of them upside down? I was playing with them. Oop, almost dropped them. So I'll just read some of the stuff that shows you on the like they'll show you a certain card like the Raven, like let's say the Raven, right? The Raven is synchronicity. The Raven is magic, and the Raven is rebirth. The Raven is rebirth, and you know, a lot of people don't think that the Raven is very aesthetically pleasing, but the every animal is here for a reason, you know. It is Friday. I did tell my friend that my new neighbor. I told her that maybe on the weekend I will like come downstairs and we go outside and have some drinks, because I don't drink, right? So I wanted to drink some pina coladas. I have got all this stuff to make some pina coladas, but I might have one. I want to kind of save my alcohol now, for when my son comes home and so we can celebrate his moving out. So he comes when he comes to get his stuff and his dog, and then I want to celebrate with my son and maybe have some people over and have some people over and just have some drinks, have some pina coladas. Forget about dry land. Listen to that song. Give me two pina coladas. I know how to sing the song, but I don't. I know like every word of that song, but I don't even know. I don't really drink the drink. Like it's hilarious. But I liked it. I tasted it the other day. I made myself a virgin one. So yeah, I know the whole pina colada song. Oh, and there's karaoke coming up in my town. So hit me up. Anybody in town? Anybody in town here where I live? You guys know who I am. Invite me. Let's go. Let's go to karaoke when it comes up. It's in August, I think. I think it's in August, or maybe it's even this weekend. I don't even know. But there's karaoke, and I've been waiting for karaoke to come back to my town. I want to start doing karaoke again. It's gonna be like karaoke. I think is very good for your throat chakra. Just saying. Um, that'd be something that's really good for people's throat chakra. It's to sing. So, and maybe I'll sing that Pina Colada song. And another song that I used to sing with one of my best friends, one of my teenage best friend, one of my teenage best friends. She's not my best friend anymore. We don't talk anymore. We may start talking again, you know what I mean? But we haven't talked in a long time. But me and her, and she was Sag. She's Sag, and I'm a Gemini. We're opposites of each other. And so we used to go to karaoke, and we used to sing that song Evanescence, My Immortal. We used to sing that song perfectly together. And with her, I could sing that song perfectly together. So maybe I'll invite her out and we can sing Evanescence together. One looks to the future, another looks to the past. No, we're supposed to. The thing is that we're supposed to live in the moment. We're supposed to remember the past and think about the future a little bit, but live in the moment, right? So it's this reminiscing. That's called reminiscing, right? So reminiscing, not be stuck in it, not overthink about it. And that's hard for people like me because I'm a Virgo moon, Virgo sun, and a Pisces moon. So I have Pisces moon, and to me, a lot of things are serious, and so yeah. So for me, it's hard for me to sometimes live too far in the future, or even in the moment. So for me, I sometimes go two steps forward and then I take one step back. So I've only gotten one step forward, but at least I'm stepping back and looking at the situation, observing, analyzing, right? So I find I'm guided better when I analyze things, and I that I feel more guided when I step back a little bit and then analyze the situation. Then I never get confused and about situations, things. All right, let's have a couple puffs. No talking. Room zoom. Motorcycle. And maybe I just need a motorcycle ride. My friend that passed away, he gave me a motorcycle ride because I really needed one. Every once in a while, I crave motorcycle ride. I never got my license, but every once in a while, I like to go on a bike. I like to go for a ride on a bike with someone that I trust. And right now, I don't have anybody I trust to go on a bike ride. Since my friend passed away, so I agree with living in the moment. Yeah, Martin, that's true. We have to try. I mean, it's not easy. We can sit here and tell everybody to do it, but it's not easy even for ourselves. So we just have to try our best. And the reason sometimes that we have a hard time letting go of the past is because we haven't dealt with it. You know, and sometimes the reason we haven't dealt with it is because it takes two people to deal with it, to fix it. You know what I mean? So, and sometimes that can't happen, and you have to let it go. So when that happens, when you have a situation where there is not equilibrium, there is no, balancing things out, no finishing, making it right and stuff, whatever. Like if it's that, you just have to let it go, and you have to let it go to the Most High. That's, we can't control someone else and make them mend their past. Doesn't mean that they can live happily now because they didn't mend their past, but because they stopped us from mending the past and we let it go and we gave it to the Most High, we can go on with our path. Okay? Do you see how that works? The other person that has not let go of their past or is still living in the past, still angry, still resentful and all that, that person's going to be stuck there if they're not wanting to heal things. And we can't help that. We can pray for them and we can hope that they will want to fix things, because holding on to negative things stops us. So refusing to heal the situation will stop you too. So it's just a vicious cycle when you do that. So I sit still until I know where I'm going. And even if a person I love is not going there with me, I'm sitting here just allowing myself to heal that, so that I can like heal that and let it go. Heal that and let it go to the Creator Most High. Because we can't make someone decide to be happy. They have to decide that for themselves. No matter how much we freaking love the person and we want them to be happy, our will cannot make that happen. Our will for them cannot make it happen. Their will for them can make that happen. We can support it, but we can't make them happen no matter how much we will them to do that. So absolutely, yep. So I don't try to control anything that, or anybody that doesn't want to be like told anything. Like I don't, for instance, nobody should be controlling no one. We should learn to control ourselves so that we don't need anybody to control us, right? Some people will admit, yeah, I need somebody to control me. That's sad that somebody can say that, and then they can turn that on the person though. Like if somebody is that like nonchalantly, like they just do what everybody says to do, whatever, and then blame later. They blame some. If someone does not make a decisions on their own, and someone else makes a decision for them, that person will later on blame the other person, right? So don't do it. Don't make decisions for other people, because they will blame you later for it, even if that person is not making a decision for themselves. Doesn't It's not up to us to make that decision, because if we do, we'll blame for it later. So yes, we need to love ourselves. Yeah, we need to love ourselves then we can literally see, like, sending positive energy to the next person, that they can learn to love themselves too. So we can do that, but we can't will them to love us. Like, let's say we love somebody and we want to be with them, and we crave their body, and we crave their mind, and we crave their heart. We can't force that person just because we feel it. They feel it too, but we can't force them. They have to recognize that themselves. I'm in the I'm into coffee. Lettuce, right? Oh my gosh, I cannot see my eyes. Where's my glasses? Let me see if I can see with my glasses. I'm going blind. I'm into coffee, lattes right now. A coffee latte. Oh, nice. Yum. Snickers, candy bars. Oh, those are good. Latte with whipped cream on top. I love everything coffee, Ava. Let me go up. See, I have to have a glass on top. I have to have the glasses on top. Oh, I have to have the glasses on too. I know. Live in the moment, I agree. Take one day at a time, that's true. I mean, those two ravens to that. I meant those two ravens do that. One looks, I agree with. My dad, when young, had a raven, came sat on his shoulder. Aw. Good to see me. Thank you. Nice to see you too, Maria G. One looks to the future. Yeah, I read that one. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Oh. The last time I made my son a tea, it really did help his cough that he's got. But he refuses, and I can't force him, so he refuses tea, he refuses me doing anything, nurturing him. I love to have glasses on too. You don't like, I don't like having them on, because these ones, when I try to look through them normally, the optic vision is not what it needs to be. So only the bifocal works, so I have to go like this. I have a newspaper clipping with my dad in the Raven. Oh, really? That's really cool. I have a newspaper clipping of my kids with a screenwriter that met my kids at the beach when my sister used to be the nanny. My sister used to be my nanny for my kids, and she would take them to the beach, and they ran into a screenwriter, like a screenplay writer, and my kids made it into the paper, and the guy had a pitchfork. And he built a sandcastle with my kids, and then got a picture, newspaper. I put it on. I'll show you guys. Hang on. Let's see who the guy is. Maybe somebody. Elmer Clark. The guy's name is Elmer Clark. The Focus. Oh, it was in the Focus. The Saturday, August 9, 2003. August 9, 2003. Page 23. We got Elmer Clark, also known as actor, playwright John relaxes on the beach with Thomas and Nicholas of Seaforth before heading to the barn barn barpalooza August 28th, August 27th to September something at the Blythe Festival. My student is here. I have to go teach some music lessons. Go, girl! See, this is it. This is it. Isn't that cool? Yeah, so I put it on a little thing. That's pretty cool. But yeah, if my truth wayer comes in here, we'll look at the cards with her for a second. But oh, I love it. Yeah, that's really cool. And even though I was working a lot when my kids were little, my kids still got to do things. My sister took them places, you know. She took them on adventures. Now my sister has 3 of her own kids, you know, and they're not little anymore either. So let's smoke this joint. So yeah, looking back a little bit, reminiscing is sometimes good, you know what I mean? Because it brings back good memories, you know what I mean? So reminiscing is good sometimes. Not living in the past, but checking in on the past a little bit sometimes is good. So keeping a balance with that. Don't go too far ahead. Don't go too far back because you'll get lost, right? So yeah, you want to stay where you're not gonna get lost, right? You can foresee, but you can also have nostalgia, and that's good. That's a good way to remember the past is having nostalgia and thinking about it for what it really was, and not for better or for worse than it was, and that's how we can. That's how we become more peaceful with our past is remembering exactly how it was, not for the better or for the worst, right? Not to make it any better than it was or worse than it was. So we read, when we make things better than they were, then we fantasize about it. Then we can really break our hearts, right? But if we really just let it be exactly what it was, then we can figure it out better. Yes, as my brother passed in 1989, so good memories. Wow. And everybody, that we meet will somehow feel a certain type of connection to the next person. Like Maria G, you said your brother passed in 1989. Um, my brother passed just a few years ago, but the 89 part, that's where the part that it's bringing a memory to me. It's like it's bringing a thought to me about something good. Okay, so whatever you just because you said 89, that 89 number is a good thing for me. Like to figure some stuff out maybe. I don't know yet. But 89 resonates with me. Your brother is with you. My brother is with me. You know, that's awesome. That's awesome. I my brother when I the days when I just kind of like when I don't think about him or if I don't like feel like he's with me, like I feel like he has forgotten about if I even kind of feel like maybe he's somewhere else, maybe he's busy or whatever. He lets me know, oh no, I can be anywhere you want me. I can be anywhere because I'm a spirit and I can be here and I can be there within a blink of an eye, right? Less than a blink of an eye, right? So he lets me know, he reminds me, I'm still with you, you know? But I know he's with someone else too. Like I know he's with other people too. So I'm not trying to be selfish, right? So it's like he lets me know I'm not selfish. Like he lets me know I'm not selfish. But yeah, so we do feel guilty sometimes, right? I know, right? We're like, we don't want to be the Marshas, right? We don't want to be the Marshas. But yeah, so but we don't have to worry about that because and I know my brother, he's with someone that's more important to him than I am, and um, and that's okay with me because that's his little girl. You know what I mean? So and the 89 is the, you know, I always said I would never date a younger guy, right? I always said that. Oh hell no, hell no, hell to the no, hell to the no, right? So like 5 years ago, 6 years ago now, I met somebody and his birthday. He's born in '89. He's born in '89. It's hilarious. And I wasn't looking for somebody. I wasn't looking to fall in love. And I did. So, but yeah, I have to let that go. I have to let it go and give it to God. And if it comes back, and if it comes back the right way, then it's meant to be. If it doesn't come back the right way, then it's just another trick. See if I'll fall for it again. I'll fall for it again. So, I trust that. I trust the messages I get. Can't be asked. Hello. Thank you. Just shows off my pipes a little bit. My muscles. Yeah, you trust the messages from your brother too? Me too. So guys, what are you guys all doing this weekend? Tell me what y'all got planned this weekend. I have not done anything fun this weekend. I mean, this summer. I want to go camping. I really do. Maybe go on a motorcycle ride. I don't know. Maybe go on a bike. I was just thinking, I was just talking about my Sagittarius friend that I haven't talked to in years. And, we were really good friends at one time. And it was a guy that came between us. It was a man that came between us. And it was the guy I was with, messed up. But, anyways, there's a lot of, you know, my friend worried about me a lot when I was with that person. And it affected her life. And I just want to say sorry that me having to call her all the time. And that's why I came on doing this. Like, I started doing like my spiritual channel is because when we go through things, we can overwhelm our friends and it can affect their life negatively. And it my life traumatized her, you know. So hopefully we can get back to our friendship again one day. And she has a motorcycle, she rides a motorcycle now. So maybe she'll come and pick me up on a motorcycle and give me a ride. And maybe we'll go sing Evanescence, My Immortal. No, I did message her the other day and I said, I know she's a very busy person too, and she's on a trip right now. I think she's on a trip with her motorcycle right now. But I did message her the other day and said that maybe we can meet up one day soon and have coffee, and just chat with each other. And I left it up to her, to contact me when she's ready. You know what I mean? I believe in fate too. Yep. Yeah, she was really one of my best friends. And I've had a few best friends, and some of them are still my best friends. Like, my your best friends, you meet them through really hard times when you're younger. But I feel like the only way that but like those friendships can last is if everybody learns to heal anything that you've gone through. It's no different than a relationship with a guy, really. Like having a best friend, girlfriend, like, best girlfriend if you're a girl, and, you know, a friend, you know what I mean? Like platonically, strictly platonic friend, you know. She was like a sister, That's what our best friends used to be. Like we thought of them, we treated them, we thought of them like sisters, you know what I mean? So sometimes we weren't as close to our sisters, and we became like sisters with other girls, right? Or with guys too, with other guys, like, or with guys with for girls, they became friends with other guys that were like brothers to them, I have guy friends that I've never had a sexual thought about, like never. And if they ever joked about anything like that, I would, like, put them right back in their place. You know what I mean? Like, no, no, don't think like that. Like, that's just unrealistic. That's why I can be friends with guys. You know what I mean? I get along with guys a lot better because a lot of the times guys can understand things more logically. I cut off. I I cut off from mine, unfortunately. Yeah, well, some friendships aren't meant to go into the next. We don't have the same type of beliefs, so whatever. Then, you know, we have to sometimes leave people behind. Married, you married a younger man. I'm done here. No, I didn't marry him. I dated him for a few years, and we weren't just dating. We were like together for a few years. We did everything together. We were joined at each other's frickin' hips, man. And then one day it just all went blowing up, and it went blowing up because there was people that came to sabotage things because they didn't want to see me happy. That happened with the last relationship too. So people are always jealous, sabotaging. I've called out the people that have been sabotaging in my town, The people in my town, I've called them out. Like one I caught, one of the girls I caught, and she's just nasty, obviously. I called her out because she got caught. You know what I mean? The last the last person that tried to sabotage shit and probably did for a minute, but they won't get away with it because I caught them. And nobody can say, "Oh, you're crazy. Oh no, that didn't happen." Ah, it did. It did. And I was very observant. I know exactly who the person is. That same person tried to befriend me on Facebook first, before they came to sabotage. Try to sabotage my channel. Not this channel, my spiritual channel. And if you sabotage my spiritual channel, I'm not responsible for what happens to you because that's led by God. My other channel's led by God. So anybody that wants to sabotage my other channel, like my spiritual channel, that's not you're not my responsibility. I can't save you, girl. Spooky Pookie, or whatever the fuck her name was at that day, whatever she put her name at that day, Spooky Pookie. It's girls that want to be like the Kardashians, but they're nothing like the Kardashians. Those people that want to be like the Joneses, right? But this is like, in this case, is they want to be like the Kardashians. I don't even watch those things. Kardashians. Don't talk to me right now. I'm sad. Okay, I'm over it now. Yeah, that's what this girl was. Cello, and they think then, yeah, they've always like highly thought of these girls. So they've led them the wrong way. The Kardashians will lead you the wrong way. The shallows. Man, this week kind of like sucks. Sorry. I need some real weed. Anybody with like a weed with a friend with weed is a friend indeed. Any friends? Any real friends in around here? Do I have any real friends around here? A real friend is a real friend indeed. Is if you have weed. Just playing. No, I know. Way up, dude's cool. He's okay. I thought you were young. Look at you. You look like Ken on. You look like Ken on off of Barbie. Your picture that you got up. You look like Ken off of Barbie. Barbie and Ken. You're in the UK. Man. All right, I need to do some readings, you guys. I need to do some readings. So I can get some real weed. How many readings do I need to do? And if I do readings, you can't send me money through PayPal because I don't get it for like a couple days. You have to send me the e-transfer or something. If anybody wants a reading, I'll have to go on my other channel though. I know, but I don't have any. I don't have any of the paper stuff or the I don't. My account's empty. My my Earth account is empty. My grounding account's empty. That's why I need to sell some. Need to sell some of my stuff. I'm not a good salesperson, you guys. I need to order a salesperson. Order a salesperson. I need to order a salesperson. I need to hire a salesperson once I can hire somebody. Can't afford to pay anybody, so I can't afford to hire anybody. So I'm shit out of luck, right? Because I don't know. I'm not a good salesperson. A living doll. Yeah, that's what way up dude looks like, eh? Looks like a doll. I almost looked at it again and I was like, oh, you can order like Ken dolls on the internet now? like like way up dude. Oh yeah, if anybody wants to order me some weed, you can order me some and send it to my house. You can do that. That's what I mean. Yeah, you could do that. Like if I give you people my address. I mean, give people my address of my weed shop. The website. People can order it from the website, from the town next to me, and then I could go pick it up. Yeah, so that can happen too. I need to pay. Yeah, I'm waiting for my pay. Let's just shuffle the tarot cards to see what the energy is going to tell us a little bit today. Let's just go see what the energy is today. Friday, Friday. Oh no! What you do is like the people won't no like the people whoever like orders your weed, they don't have no access to that weed or anything or my place or anything. It's not like doxing myself. It's it's just basically the place where I have to go pick it up. The a website. They have a website so you can make a website order, and you can make the website order for pickup. And so you can just say the name of the person that's going to pick it up, and then that's all good. And because I already am a member there, they know who I am. So if someone says, I want to make an order for this person to come pick it up, they'd be, all right. People, yeah, People could pay me for being hot. That's right. If I put makeup on, you guys gotta pay me. If I gotta show my face with makeup on. Uh, hey, I posted some of my feet picture on Facebook. No, years ago I was sitting outside with my bunnies when I was pregnant with my baby that I lost. I was sitting outside with my bunnies and I had my feet all done and makeup up. I had my feet all done, and I took pictures and I there was a memory yesterday on Facebook about that, so I shared some memories on Facebook yesterday. Hello, Frank. How much is your weed there? The good stuff, the better stuff is about 130 for an ounce. And then I get like a 5% discount, and I also get points on you get points, and then you get so many points, and then you can get like something out of the store of value of that whatever, and then or you can even get weed, you can get a certificate too, and you can give that certificate to someone else, like, so you can get. I like the place I go to. Yeah, it's called Cannabis Guys. Yeah, so I like going there. They're very help. They try to be very helpful. The people that work there, a lot of them are younger, and they're they're quick with it. They can get things really quickly, and I just like their energy. They're all positive. They're all happy. I even gone in there crying one time when they first opened. You know what I mean? Because I was really going through stuff at the time. I was really going through stuff, and I ran out of weed, and by the time I got there, I had needed the weed really bad already because I'm crying. I'm bawling my eyes out. And I'm not the first one. When you go to a weed store, and if you've been treated right when you've gone in there like so in need for a joint, you know what I mean? Because you're crying, because because all the things that you're going through, and people that understand that's good tenders. You know what I mean? Those are good tenders. That's what I like. Like if you feel judged by people, if you crying in a store like that, like if you feel judged by people like that, then you're not gonna feel comfortable there, right? So I never felt judged ever. So yeah, I like the place so far. They've been there for the last couple of years now. So I do miss going to see my Native American friends on the res. That was the first store that opened that I went to see. And I went there with my brother that's not with us anymore. Him and I checked that place out the first time like when it first opened, we checked it out. And he was the first person to be there to check one of the legal places out with me. And it was pretty cool to have that experience with my brother before he passed away. That, to have that experience of having legal weed and being able to like go there and say hi to the people and sit and talk with them and then get some weed and go home and not have to worry about it, get in trouble or anything. Not have to worry to rush home because you don't want to be caught with that in your car. Like, you know what I mean? It's so much nicer not feeling like a criminal because you smoke weed. Like, it makes me feel a lot better about myself. It's 180 or 220 per ounce here. And that is the other word. What's that? Pounds? Do you guys deal with pound? Is it called pounds? In the UK, is it a UK? Have I visited India? No, not yet. Never visited India. I was born in Mexico, Chihuahua. I was born in a Mexican country and raised there till I was a teenager. Oh, we do grams and ounces in the in Canada too. And that's what you do in the UK. No, I meant the dollar. We have dollar here. What do you have there? Pounds? Like what's it called? Like your currency. What is your currency called? That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, what's your coin called? What's your pentacle called? Because in tarot would be a pentacle, right? A pentacle. Pentacle, you know? A pound. Okay, that's what I thought. So I have a question for you guys. I just want you guys' opinion about it. Doesn't mean I'm gonna like agree or whatever, or you know what I mean. We don't all have to agree, but I just want you guys your opinion on it, and maybe like okay. So I always said I would never date a younger guy, right? I would never date a younger guy. I always said that, right? But then also like realize that never say never to things, right? And I also said I would never date a guy with facial hair. And all the things I never used to like, I like now. Like when it comes to like the facial hair, like the guy that I dated had facial hair. The guy that I dated was younger. So like, what is the limit, right? Like 12, is that the limit? Like 12 years, 11 years, like that's kind of where we are, right? That's where him and I are. That the difference, like 11, 12 years around there. That's where we are. Okay, so is that too much? Like I thought he was very mature. That's why I ended up friggin' falling in love with him because I always said no, I will never date a younger guy, right? So that's how that counteracted shit. Well, there, for me, like I think if you like if you look like a couple, then that's okay. But if you look like you know what I mean, like if there's like an age difference where you look like more like you know mother and son or father and daughter or whatever, then I think that I for me that's kind of like where you draw the line because you're going to always run into people that are going to think that, right? So people are always going to like look at you and think of that or whatever. And like I never felt that with him. Like I never felt that with him, but like um but I'm saying that's where I would put the limit. That's what I would draw the limit, you know what I mean? If like people constantly mistaked you for the wrong thing, right? Cuz that would like end up bothering me, I think. But yeah, so that's how I feel about it. And like I used to be into bald guys, and now I'm into guy. And then I was into guys with hair, and now like I never liked guys to have long hair, and then I do like guys having long hair, like certain guys, like you know what I mean. Certain guys that look freaking good, and certain guys look good with facial hair, right? Um, so never say, oh, I only date guys that have bald head, or I only date guys with long hair, or only date guys with facial hair, or only date guys that shave their face, because all that stuff looks different on different people. And when we are in different parts in our life, we like the different. That's why change is good. That's why we have to change to our life. Like, we have naturally changed to our life and change with each other, right? But we go through different likes and dislikes in our life. My second eldest son's dad lied to me. He said he was 22 and I was 38 and he was in fact 18 and when I fell pregnant he left. Wow. I did all shapes and sizes. Well, that's kind of like That's kind of like what happened with the last one. Like when they realized I was not playing, and at first they didn't think that they didn't let me. They didn't. Nothing scared them. Like I could say anything, whatever, right? And nothing would scare them. And I tested them, like him, right, about maturity and stuff and commitment and stuff like that. I would say stuff, right, and nothing was like against him. Like he was not against any of it. When I met him, he was when I met him, he was 28. I was 42, 41. No, I was 40. I was 40. Okay, so I was 40, and he was 28. So I was 40. He was 28. Okay, so and then we had our first birthday together. He was 29. So we basically met a month before he was turned 29. And then we were together for that year. And then when he turned 30, he went wacko in the head. No, I'm just kidding. He got scared. He got like, he got ants in his pants, started running, and they became the runner, right? So I think he thought he was like my twin flame, but he's not. He's my soulmate. You was 28 and not 38. Oh, you were 28. Okay, yeah. 18 and 28. Okay. 18 is legal in most countries. Well, Canada it is. And yeah. I've dated guys that were like 5 years older than me, but they were less mature than my fucking own kids. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to maturity, men just don't just fucking grow up. They just don't. Okay? So they may grow up for a while when they're younger, and then when they get to a certain age, they become young again. Like they go reverse right away. They don't stay in that mature age very long. They go reverse right away, and they become like immature and childish and unrealistic and unreliable and uncertain and all of these things. Like all of these things. You know, it's almost like when guys get to a certain age, like the guy that's passed away now, like when he was, I met him when I was 29. I met him when I was 29. 29 is when you get your heart broken, man. Like 29 is when you fall in love usually. And if you're not careful, you'll get your heart broken too from that person you fall in love with, okay? So 29 is usually the year, my experience, and I've seen it in other people too. That's the year they fall in love, is 29. So on your 29th year, be very vigilant about your life. On your 29th year, be vigilant about your life, about who you pick to be in your life. Because that's gonna be your, either you're good or you're bad. You know what I mean? That can either go a bit good or bad. That's just in my experience. So take that how it resonates with you about how you feel about it. But just be more vigilant when you're 29 and fall in love. Make sure it's the right person. Make sure, yeah. Because the person that is 29 is the person that's going to be the hurt one. Well, they both could be hurt, but I mean, that's going to be the hurt. They're going to be the most hurt one. Because I've had my heart broken the worst from a person that I met when I was 29. That's the person that broke my heart the worst and taught me the worst lesson of heartbreak. And then I was single for like 10 years. And then I met the young guy. And then I felt like I was living again. Like I get to live again. That didn't last very long. Because I was too excited. I didn't see the red flags. I missed them. They went right over my head. So, because I was still unhealed. I was still not ready. And that person was definitely stuck in the past. So, um, yeah, that was just pulling me back to my depression and more of the things that I'd gone through. So it was like history repeating itself, and I was watching it, and I was like, no, I had to stop it. So yeah, so I stopped it before it got worse. If you click. I think, yeah, that's right. If you click, you click. And if you just feel like that incredible energy drawn to each other, and you have a craving, you crave each other's energy, like that is true love. Like, you know what I mean? I miss him every day. Like, I miss the last guy I dated. I miss him every day. Like, you know what I mean? And yeah, some shit happened, right, between us, right? But it was two-sided. I guess I still got time. I'm 21. That's right, Frank. You got time. Just make sure you love yourself, and you whatever you dream about, whatever your dream is, start creating it for yourself, and then the right person that is meant to be with you will recognize you and find you, or you will find them, and or you will be sent to each other, and you will put in the same place and have the opportunity to be together. And so yeah, I think we have to learn a lot before we fall in love, and we should learn a lot before we fall in love, because if we blindly fall in love without learning anything, then we'll be hurt. Well, I guess that's the lesson, but and overcoming the pain of that makes us stronger, but still makes us vulnerable too. Like, it makes us vulnerable to pain. And it makes us think about things more, makes us more cautious. You know what I mean? Being hurt makes us more cautious. And every time we've been hurt, it's trauma. It makes us more and more resistant to love. Like, every time we're hurt, it makes us more resistant to love. Like on the outside. So, eh, for not to let that hurt us, we have to like make sure that our love tank is filled. You know what I mean? We can fill our own love tank without others. Yep. All right, let me shut this coffee off. I've been on for an hour, 12 minutes. I can't even believe that I can just talk about stuff without cards. Like, wow. Yeah, people build walls around them. Yeah, and then it takes a very loving, tough, loving person to crack down those walls while we put them up. And because love bombing won't work for us anymore, because like certain people will love bomb you, and this can be friends too. Friends can love bomb you. They can come in and rush into your life, whether it's in messages or show up at your house, all excited about something, and then the fire dies. Like, that's called love bombing. That's going with your ego, not your spirit, not following your spirit, but your ego. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to be love bombed no more. Nope. And you either love me all the time, and you don't have to like me all the time, but you either love me all the time or none at all. And just because you don't like me some days or whatever doesn't mean you don't love me. That's fine. I don't like everybody every day either, but I still love them. If I love you, I love you. You know what I mean? And if I'm mad at you, doesn't mean I love you any less. Just means I'm mad at you. I need a little time. Yeah, so that's right. So the internet is trying to disconnect us. So you, yeah, you love me, you love me. You're mad at me. It's okay. You still love me, but just know that if I'm mad at you, I'm mad at you, and I need time. If I love you, I will still love you when I'm over it. And that's how, isn't that how siblings are? And we're all supposed to be brothers and sisters. So, like in God's eyes, we're all brothers and sisters. So, you know what I mean? We can be mad at each other some days, but still love each other. But anyways, on that note, I'm gonna get out of here. I love you guys. I'm not mad at anybody. So have a good weekend. I'll see you later. All right, bye.